An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hokies will put total leather and we'll get started. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So North Carolina's offense will get the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
A strike downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Smalls. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Just keep swinging it. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
I don't bring more speed on the field if I don't think it's a pass, right? If I think they're going to line up and hit me in the mouth, I'm going to bring more big guys. They brought more speed on the field. They went nickel. They knew it was a passing situation. They told those pass rushers to hunt, those DBs to cover. The defense was ready for that.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Virginia Tech's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the corner throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man. He is...
Oh, a lot of space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got to favorable matchup, he dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Back to throw, it's Cox. Looking for space to the left. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
To the air on first down. Got his man. Just steamrolling the defense. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Smalls. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tar Heels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's Ross. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a gap. It's Reese. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
I like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it over the left side. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. They go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. To the ground with the back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Hokies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle. And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Fleming. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wants to throw, it's Cox. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pulls it in. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Hokies headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's going to take off on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy.
Looking for the end zone. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill.
He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. And he's going to bring it out. He was was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll give it to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hokies can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Cox. Fires to the big fella. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Now rolling to the left. Looking for a big gain. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. On the move. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Looking for space. It's Reese. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Cox. Going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
The Hokies come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. They'll leave it with him. Running into the open space. He's loose on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Tar Heels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got his man downfield. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play. Touchdown, North Carolina! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over UAB. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Moves around to clear up the vision. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Reese. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. To the air, it's Cox. Throws to the wideout. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the 4th. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Makes the catch. It's Smalls. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st down from the 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Tar Heels are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, what we are, the old guys in the booth, man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Dropping back, it's Cox. Finds his man, it's Sims. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Reese. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Throwing right. He's got an open man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They keep it on the ground. Cock is their friend. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. give to the running back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by a field goal over Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on third. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Tar Heels will have it first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Here's the pressure. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a